You don't have to feel good about it. You just have to keep going. The feeling will pass, but you will remain. You are greater than your feelings. Going to bed late and waking up early to work for a few days won't kill you. You're not going to burn out. You're doing what it takes. If you're one of those people that push work-life balance, just remember, the people who like working a lot don't care. I've never regretted trying harder at anything ever. Hard times last long, but an epic story feels like a lifetime.
Every single person that you look up to, every single success story that inspires you, every single championship story that you say, damn, dude, one day that's going to be me. They all went through this. Every fucking single one of them. So don't think it's just you. Don't take it personal, but use it as fuel. Because if you can execute, you cannot be fucking stopped.
You could have the world against you. And everyone says, no, there's no way you can do this. There's no chance, you're not good enough. And all it takes is one person to believe, and that's yourself. And when you can be against the world, but if you have the belief, then you can go and create it.
You can have no self-belief and show up anyway. You can want more for yourself without knowing exactly what that looks like. You can doubt the process, question your talent, be uncertain that you're making progress, disparage your accomplishments, permanently feel like you're not working hard enough no matter how hard you work, never give yourself a break, fail to fully feel gratitude, be terrified of never reaching your goals, and still end up in a place that your 20-year-old self could not imagine you'd ever get to. Self-belief is overrated. Generate evidence, says Ryan Holiday.
Life is never as bad. It's never as bad as we think it is. Because if you are listening to this episode, if you're watching this show on YouTube, you're already at an advantage. Why? You have life. Dead people don't have any options. Living people do. You have life. That means you have options. You may not have hope yet, but you have options. One option is to make a commitment to stop the thing that is destroying you and start the thing that's going to build you. That is where you start. That's the commitment I made.
Just because you fucked up and you've made this bad choice, you've run into the person that you could have been, it doesn't mean you can't change paths. Doesn't mean you can't course correct. You can get past bad decisions, but you just have to admit that they were bad decisions. You have to admit that they're not self-serving, that they're not beneficial, and that ultimately there is other ways to go about living your life that would probably be better.
If you think that failing makes you a failure, if you think that it's a permanent state of being and you're never going to get better, then you won't do the things you need to do to ultimately be successful.
You know, people give up right before they get what they've always wanted to get. People quit and they give up. And I will not be the person who quit before I got what I wanted or what I needed or what I felt I was supposed to have, you know? Like, and if that wasn't for me, it wasn't for me. I'm gonna keep grinding, I'm gonna keep knocking on the door until I get what I feel. That's been something I've always felt.
When you continue to overcome, and I had so many obstacles to overcome, so it's actually a benefit to me, but the benefit is not like a benefit like that. You have to have the courage and the patience to overcome and overcome. Before you know it, man, you have a whole medicine cabinet, but there's no medicine in the motherfucker. There's no pre-workout. I don't take none of that shit. All I gotta do is flip my brain, put my finger in there and say, okay, that's a good one. That's all I gotta do, man. I got the Rolodex of just like, go fuck yourself, Goggins, and oh, but you won. Let's do that one today.
There's a lot of times people, when life just happens and you're like, why me? That's usually what happens. People, the attitude people have is, why is this happening to me?
Like the victim mentality? The
victim mentality. But if you're accustomed to like, yeah, this sucks, this is gonna hurt, but I've been through a lot of things like this. We're gonna just get through this suffering just like the other one, whether it was I created it myself or it just happened. Suffering to suffering, we're getting through it. So I think it does make you stronger regardless of how it came about.
This is what hard feels like. Did you expect it not to be hard? Did you expect this thing that you're trying to achieve not to be difficult? Every other person feels the exact same way. They also feel the hunger. They also feel the fatigue. They also feel the double-digit testosterone level and the lack of motivation and the I've got to keep the business going and I've got to keep the relationship steady and I've got to do the rest of it. Every other person that you're competing with also feels this. So when you feel that, know that this is your opportunity to separate yourself out from the pack, right? It's not a personal curse that's been bestowed on you because you are somehow deficient or worthy of being besmirched with this difficult situation. This is the selection criteria of why most people can't do it and why most people quit. Beyond that is the thing that's going to make you stand out from the crowd.
So because you're sad, now you're going to make a bunch of bad decisions because you're sad? No, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. You're sad. Okay. You get emotional sometimes? Okay. Got it. Now get control of your emotions and carry on with your life. And sometimes you're going to get hit with those waves. And that's okay.
This is the fucking task. The challenge that you are facing might not be going to war. It might not be conquering a new land. It might just be conquering yourself.
When I look at the most successful entrepreneurs, when I look at the most successful athletes, when I look at the most successful relationships, they all have one thing in common. The individual in it is resilient. They have a high propensity to bounce back from hardships and adversities and get back to doing the thing they were doing, right? Let me tell you, it ain't easy bouncing back from a torn tricep and then your mom passing away and then your son's best friend passing away and having to console my son and figuring out like why that happened and how that happened and then getting a hernia. And between that, by the way, as an entrepreneur, I had a whole bunch of other mini disasters that happened between all those bigger disasters that happened to me. However, I realized that this is life.
I understand that people have got challenges and they've faced like hardship in life and stuff. Like that's the fucking game, mate. The game is the hardship. Some people have had it really, really tough, don't get me wrong. But a lot of people haven't had it that fucking tough and they're just making a meal out of it. Like some of the like dark depths that I went to with, you know, consistent periods of acute depression and bedridden sadness. Yeah, it sucked. I don't identify with that.
Everything is not all bad. Sometimes the things that you think is failure is actually success. Is how do you interpret not just the business, but life? There's always good and bad. A bad relationship could teach you more than a good relationship, and maybe that wasn't the relationship for you, because that next relationship, you get to apply all this stuff to the perfect one. And now I am successful, so I'm grateful for the bad. Always be grateful for the bad. And when I say everything is God, you trust God, there's a reason it happens. So just keep doing the work.
The hardships, the losses, they make the good times way better. The sense of appreciation is so deep. And also, it shapes us, makes us who we are. And I do think having a little bit of a pebble in your shoe sometimes can keep you working harder and really like, persevering. I mean, certainly you're not as hardworking as you are because it's just, you know, keep hammering and succeed every time. It's keep hammering and you get more frequent success over time, right?
No matter what someone says, no matter who it is that says it, the only way that you can lose on this journey is by giving up. And I know that sounds cliche, and I know that sounds oversimplified, but it is simple. There are no failures. There's only quitting. Every single failure, every single hardship, every single obstacle is going to serve you if you allow yourself to let it serve you. Okay? So fuck what these people think. Fuck what they say. Fuck their doubts and their criticism and their bullshit and their loser mentality. Put it all up here on your shoulder, and when you don't feel like it, and when you're frustrated, and when you want to quit, take the proper amount out, and the proper amount is the amount that gets you off your ass and gets you executing.
If a farm boy can wander out of Idaho and finally arrive at this extravaganza, why not you? If Mark Hughes can walk away from the tough side of town and find a few people and make a dream come true, why not you? If we've got good health for many, why not the rest? If it's happened for you, why not others? And why not you?
The fastest growth periods are often the most miserable. If you want progress, get used to pain. The worst thing that's ever happened to you is the worst thing that's ever happened to you. The hardest you've ever worked is the hardest you've ever worked. Every new challenge shows you a new territory you were scared of but survived. Every time you break a new limit, you now know you have the capacity to handle more than you ever did before. It's inverse PTSD, like workload exposure therapy, that teaches you, oh, I've been here before, and I didn't die. This is okay.
I get happier about the harder it is because I know that no one else will follow.
It's a selection effect.
And I think if you can shift from this is hard to no one else will be able to do this, then it flips from being this thing that you're like, oh, poor me, to oh, poor everyone else who's going to have to fucking try.
Yeah.
And I think that is so much more motivating as a frame for the exact same circumstance.
If you assume that largely everyone needs to go through the same challenges that you're going through, every single difficult thing that you do is kind of like a massive wall that you need to get over. And you go, wow, fuck, I'm so glad that I've got over that wall. And think about how many people are going to be selected out. It's like the Hunger Games, you know? Think about how many other people are going to fall at that wall there.
Where I came from, everybody abused me, beat my ass, kicked my ass, do whatever they wanted to me. And now I'm the baddest nigga on the planet. Well, so what they say.
Yeah.
How does that happen? I'm a bitch ass nigga, now I'm the baddest nigga on the planet, on the stage and telling everybody, come on, I wanna fight, you bitch. I brought my fucking pain with me. That's what I don't do no more. I don't bring my fucking pain with me. Yeah. And I fucked my career because I brought my fucking pain in the past, but it enhanced me to do so much fucking incredible shit.
The world is on your shoulders. It's fucking stressed out right now, and it should be. This is a lot of opportunity in front of you, and if you want to quit, you can, but I know you and I know you won't. You don't think Michael Jordan ever broke down and felt like he couldn't handle the stress that was on him, like building the NBA into what it was, not even just his team?
You have to understand that you will fail. But when you fail, what do you learn from the failure? So when I was losing, then how do I get better? What do I need to do to get better? So every time I lost, I said, what did I do wrong? What do I need to improve? And that's when, over time, I start understanding, oh, so when I lose, it gets me better and closer to start to win.
I don't know anybody who has reached a high level of success without, a trust fund, who hasn't had huge obstacles. As someone who's worked with the smartest people in the world, I mean, literally, from test score and grades and all that stuff, the people I get to work with are really smart. Does everyone achieve their dreams and goals? Absolutely not. Who are the people who don't achieve it? Mostly those who can't deal with their feelings. They can't deal with the disappointment. They can't deal with the frustration. They can't deal with the harsh feedback. They can't deal with the anxiety. And what happens is that if you don't have the strategies to deal with your feelings, the emotions win.
Life is not, just like in the ring, it's not as bad as actually your mind makes it. And it's the same way in life. Your mind make ordeals that happen, more dangerous and more important than they actually are. Your mind has to be your friend, because your mind is not your friend. At the start you're born, it's not your friend. It tells you to do crazy shit, you have no control over it. But once you have control over your mind and it becomes your friend, it's going to relay good things to you and positive things. But if you let it run wild and don't control it, it'll tell you kill yourself.
If you look back in the history of your life of when things have been at your worst, you've always got through those. So you're going to get through this. And there's going to be a moment where, you're sitting on a beach club having the time of your life again, or, out doing an adventure and feeling completely alive. So yeah, you just have to let it pass and keep that long-term time horizon of it sucks now, but that's the point.
This is normal. You wanted this thing. You expected it to be hard. Reality now matches conditions. So our expectations now match conditions. This is what hard feels like.
Whenever I get to a low point where I think, why do I even bother? I just remind myself, this is where most people stop, and this is why they don't win. And this relates to another one, which is a reminder for the gladiators in the arena who feel beat up and scarred with no hope in sight. Building a business is hard. Hard feels shitty. This is what hard feels like. And this is why most people can't do it, but you can.